Yeah. All right. I can. All right.
Nice.
Let me bring this card up. All right. We got Fight Night, Royval versus Taira.
Whoa.
What, dude? Ask him how he says it.
That's fair.
All
That's
right.
fair.
Anyway.
Aida.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are like super excited for this one.
Yeah, this is
But we're
makes
gonna make.
being a fan feel like a job for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. This is a rough
Yeah.
one, boys.
We're
Yeah.
definitely clocking in at 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's for sure.
But we're gonna make the most of it.
We will.
Let's see. First fight on the card. Is it Clayton Carpenter versus Lucas Rocha?
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys have for this one?
I mean, not a ton, to be honest. I think it's a fairly early fight for both of them as far as their careers are concerned. You know, Lucas being 1-0, Clayton being 7-0. We're still kind of waiting to see a little bit more about him. Clayton is 7-0, which is kind of interesting. I think that could be a fun thing, and I think he does have the opportunity to become a prospect in the flyweight division if he can keep it up. But you know, I can't say that I know a ton about either of them. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
I mean,
one
I
of those
have
things.
seen some Rocha fights in the past. He's very gritty. Doesn't have a ton of power. He does have knockouts, obviously, and if you look at his record, 17-1, he's got a ton of experience, more than double the experience of Clayton Carpenter. He's a tough guy. He's tough to put away. He'll keep coming at you no matter what. He throws a lot of volume. I mean, just off experience alone, probably go with Rocha on this first one.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Brazilian too on this one. He has a lot more finishing potential too. It'll be nice. Hopefully, this will probably be maybe one of the crazier fights on the card if shit gets real boring. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, it's a good way to start it.
Yeah, on paper should be exciting.
Yep.
On to the next one. Dan Argueta versus Cody Haddon.
Yeah.
We were just kind of talking about this one a little bit.
Yeah, I like this fight. I like Cody Haddon, 7-1 overall record, 5 wins by knockout. Really highly ranked bantamweight in Australia and New Zealand. Had a fight in the Contender Series, won by submission. I think it could be fun.
Yeah, definitely. And when you look at his record, definitely fighting high-level competition. You know, everyone that he's fighting was either undefeated, and going back to his amateur career, everyone that he's fought was either undefeated at the time or had only one loss on their record. Dan Argueta, I feel like there are some guys, and Argueta's one of them, where I feel like it would serve them well to lose a little bit of muscle mass, because I feel like he could strike so much better if he had a little bit more range of motion, because he's got short arms, and he's muscular, you know, so he kind of like can't get as much leverage as some other guys in the bantamweight division who are maybe like a little bit lankier. Yeah, I'll probably go with Haddon on this one.
Nice.
Seems more promising.
Nice. This one you were talking a little bit about earlier, and
yeah,
I
was.
More.
I'll just touch on it really. I'll touch on it really quick, but I mean, both of them actually have had pretty impressive performances. Julia Palastri, I first saw her fight on the Contender Series against Jasmine Jasdavicius, and it was a close fight. And I was telling you guys before, she kind of has this style where she doesn't really, she seems like, or fights like she doesn't care. Like she doesn't feel like her opponent can hurt her. So she usually lets the first round and even a bit of the second round get away from her until she kind of feels like, oh shit, I'm behind. I actually need to turn this shit up. And then she pressures and usually beats the shit out of whoever she's fighting, but she's already behind 2 rounds. She's taking it on short notice, so maybe she'll feel like she needs to start quicker because she won't have the cardio to keep up. I don't know. McKenna's got like a high pressuring wrestling style, so I'm not sure. I'll probably go with McKenna just because Palastri's taking it on really short notice and tends to start slow.
Okay. I mean, that would be my concern too.
Yeah.
If she's coming in short notice, that there may be that like mentality of, oh, we should conserve energy just because we don't know how big the gas tank is.
Maybe, or she
And
goes
that-
the opposite way and starts
just stays it.
crazy and
Yep.
then gets the finish because she is a good striker.
Yeah, and Corey McKenna is not going to be somebody that I think she's going to find any fear of striking with. I don't think there's any concern of getting hurt on the feet. So that may go in her favor if she's willing to kind of push the pace and try and strike with her because she knows that there's not going to be that danger.
Yeah, definitely. I think Pilastri is better for the division, so I would like her to win. But if I had to bet on it, I'll probably go on McKenna. She's had a full training camp. She has like good cardio, high pressure wrestling style, so I'll probably go with her.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, next one, heavyweights.
Oh man.
Finally.
Good old Junior Tafa, right? Been a tough go for Junior Tafa recently. Both of the Tafa brothers have been running into some problems.
This guy came in on 3 days notice?
Something like that. This is Sean's debut, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does here.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. I can't say that I looked into his amateur career all that much. I don't know if any of y'all did, but with Junior Tafa and his brother kind of both having these rough goes, especially at heavyweight recently, it could be a good opportunity for Sean to get a name that people at least know under his belt.
Yeah, I don't
Four
know.
first round KOs.
4 first round KOs for Sharaf.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's those guys aren't Junior Tafa, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah,
he can box, bro, but he's very beatable.
He's giving up some height and reach to Tafa, which is a big deal in the heavyweight division.
Yep.
These guys, it's just these guys with so little experience and the guys that they're fighting too also having so little experience, especially being a heavyweight. I mean, dude, this is just 2 out of shape guys.
Yeah.
Like this dude, Sean Sharaf, he's 6'2". He should probably be a light heavyweight.
6'3", 260. It's a big boy. Coming in right in the limit.
Tapology is saying 6'2", 252.
Dang. Regardless, that's a big boy coming in just barely under that limit. We could do better.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, he looks like he's got a good 30, 40 pounds on him. He could lose and be chilling.
Yep.
Either way, I'll probably take Sharaf just because the Tafas you can never bet on the Tafas.
No, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Right.
The faiths keep staying there, and then it keeps coming up short.
They always got a chance. Right? All right, next fight. Temba Garimbo versus Nico Price. I think this one's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Think so?
What do you think, Martin?
I think actually Temba Garimbo has a pretty solid chance, bro.
Yeah,
that's
the way I'm going.
I don't know if that's where you were going because Nico Price is the veteran here, but lately his last few performances haven't been the best. He's very susceptible to eating really big shots, Yeah. And that's not a good recipe for fighting a young and hungry Zimbabwean, That's just not a good
definitely
recipe
not,
for that.
Dude, and especially morally, he has The Rock on his side, like for there for moral support.
This is what The Rock's been cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, I'll move past that. Nico Price, he's had some strong wins like earlier on in his career. I used to love watching Nico Price fight, but watching him squeak out a win over Alex Morono the last time out really made me a little sad.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was a tougher fight than it should have been.
Yeah. He's slow. He looked like he was moving through mud. Temba Garimbo is young and fast.
Yeah.
I'm going with Garimbo.
I think that's a safe bet. Yeah. I mean, it could be fun, but I'd like to see some movement in that division, and I think that's the best way for it to happen.
Nico Price gets some respect early or something, I don't really see it going his way. I think he's a little too slow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the next one? Pierce versus Sabatini.
Ooh.
I think it's probably going to be not that exciting of a fight, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was taking.
You know, I'm trying to find like something to say here.
Pat Sabatini's one of those fighters that you've probably seen fight like 5 or 6 times, and every time you're just like, "Fuck, when is this going to end, bro?"
That's exactly how I feel. I couldn't have said it any better. I wrote some notes. I said, boring decision by Pierce, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Sabatini got KO'd by Damon Jackson. Not a good look.
Pre hairline too.
Pre hairline.
Yeah, that's not a good look, dude.
Yeah, not a good look. Yeah, boring decision by Pierce. Whatever.
Yeah.
Last fight of the prelims: CJ Vergara versus Ramazan Taira.
You were telling us about this Uzbek here, bro. Fill us in.
Yeah, dude. You know what?
Yeah.
I definitely got Ramzan too.
Yeah, dude. Listen, people from this region of the world tend to get a bad rap, but there are a few exceptions. The stands, dude. First off, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. We've seen a couple guys from Tajikistan. Kazakhstan, we've seen exciting guys.
Yep.
Ramazan is on a 9-fight win streak. 10 wins by knockout in his career. That's 60% of his wins by KO.
Wow. All right.
And he has 17 wins. To have 60%, you know, that much experience is one thing. If you're like, oh, I have 60% wins by KO and I'm 6-0. He's 17-2 with 10 finishes. I haven't seen anything impressive from Vergara. He does some cool stuff occasionally, but never really has success with much. So Ramazan by KO.
I've seen Vergara fight a few times, and again, he's another one of those fighters where it's just like every time I watch it, it's more of a note of how unimpressed I am. Like when I'm watching a fight, it's like he throws a lot of big things, but most of them are just getting blocked, really telegraphed. And I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely got Ramzan on this one too. Yeah. Exciting. He got that Mongol blood in him, it looks like.
For sure.
Yeah, dude.
For sure.
This is going to be a good one.
Always fun.
Hopefully it's a showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot for it.
I think it will be. Main card.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, I mean, so the Al Hassan and Josh Fremd fight got canceled. So the first fight on the main card is Daniel Rodriguez versus Alex Morono. Who this fight should be on the prelims.
Yeah.
Temba Garimbo versus Nico Price should be in this spot, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think we all can agree on this one too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Daniel Rodriguez for sure.
Yeah,
that's really good boxing.
I hate watching Alex Morono fight. I literally I would rather leave the room and go do dishes than watch Alex Morono fight. It's like legitimately painful. It's like a form of torture watching him fight. He's never gonna hurt anybody. He's got he's not good at anything. He's okay at everything.
Yeah.
I hate watching him fight. Daniel Rodriguez, I hope boxes him the fuck up.
Yeah, Alex Morono definitely is an MMA artist in the worst sense of the word, where he's just okay enough at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. I don't want to talk too much shit, but
a little bit though.
That's how I feel.
A little bit though.
Yeah. Is that how we feel? Move on to the next one?
Yeah, man, that's really all that has to be said, really. Alex Morono is really not impressive anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel Rodriguez is going to have good enough boxing to be able to just shut him down.
Yeah.
And the only way I see much success from Alex Morono is these weird fluky exchanges he seems to always come on top of, because he did have a little bit of momentum going there for a while, but all of them were these random fluke finishes that would just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In fights he was losing most of the time. And it was just all right.
Yeah, horrible. Anyway.
Low fight IQ as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
well, I mean, in terms of finishing, he knows
he
knows how to not
pressure,
lose.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's decent at not losing.
Hey,
Anyway, Grant Dawson versus Rafa Garcia. He's not Brazilian. Yeah, I don't know. Probably Grant Dawson.
I think that's where I got to go to. He's 21-2. They both have great records, 16-3, 21-2. I think Dawson has been a little bit more interesting to watch recently, though, for sure.
Yeah, he's got some knockouts, and I mean, he is pretty wrestle heavy, but he gets the takedowns, you know?
Hmm. I mean, 13 wins by submission.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for Hoffa.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Garcia's pretty impressive. Especially he's like pretty short for the division, but seems to like not have any issue with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Grant Dawson by decision probably.
Nice.
I value
like that.
I value the wins he has in the UFC and
Yeah.
the experience. He's been in the UFC for longer.
I'll take Rafa on this one, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really tough because he's a grappler and Grant Dawson is probably going to have the wrestling advantage.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm going to go for like a wild card pick here, it's probably going to be on Rafa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe in some sort of wrestling exchange, maybe Grant Dawson will get caught in some slick.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't just turn into like a shitty striking match on the feet. But
Well, Garcia has some dangerous striking.
yeah, see, I would give
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I think he catches the sub, but who knows? Maybe he clips him and then catches the sub too. There's
Yeah.
a possibility that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'll take Rafa on this one.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, not a bad pick.
Yeah.
All right, up to welterweight. Cheaty versus Jared Gooden.
Chitty bang bang.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got slick kickboxing. Really slick.
Mhm.
You know, he's hasn't really done too well in the UFC yet, but I like that they're giving him a chance. They see potential, and I like watching him fight.
I do too.
I don't think Jared Gooden, you know, he can take people down, and he's got sloppy striking.
Yeah, I just remember his when he throws his like cross, it's his other hand's by his waist, very upright, doesn't move his head.
Yeah.
He's there to be hit, you know.
Yeah.
100%, and I 100% think Chitty's going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, go with that one. All right, co-main event. Wow, we're at the co-main event already.
Oh man, this is
Oh,
the
dude,
one
the Iron
here,
Turtles.
guys.
Yo,
The Iron
yeah.
Turtles fighting.
You're
boys.
that excited
The
for the
Iron
Iron
Turtles
Turtle?
fight.
The Iron Turtles from South Korea. Let's go.
She parking them? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Jun Young Park has, you know, had good success in the UFC. You know,
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've seen him lose. I think he's got a couple losses in the UFC, but you know,
I believe his last fight.
yeah, he fought. Who did he fight?
Muniz.
Yeah, tough fight for him. Muniz definitely like stronger. Weird like style matchup. I don't know. This one,
You know-
I really could care less about this fight.
He's
Dude,
got
it's
a
like it
ton of
does
submission
nothing, you
wins
know?
recently though, which is fun. So I mean, there's potential there.
What's that?
He's got a bunch of submission wins recently.
Are we talking about Park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
I mean,
recently, bro?
all first or second. Like recently, as far as you know, minus the Muniz fight. Besides that, he's had a pretty reasonably decent record,
Mm-hmm.
and most of his wins have come by submission, which is nice to see.
Mhm.
Brad Tavares obviously has been having a rough go of it recently too. I think the last few times out, he's also been on the wrong end of either the judge's scorecard or the wrong end of a gnarly shot. But I don't know.
And
I
I
guess
think-
it's a fine co-main.
I guess like stylistically too, this would be a good fight for Jun Young Park. I mean, he does a lot of his best work getting guys up against the cage, getting them down, submitting them, or trying to land some shots from the top. Brad Tavares finds his back on the cage quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Jun Young Park taking him down, but you know, I could also see Brad Tavares defending the takedowns and just landing a bit more on the feet.
You know, Brad Tavares did take the current middleweight champ all the way to a decision loss.
He did. That was, you know,
Blonde Tavares?
both of their.
Yeah.
Would you say Blonde Tavares? Was he?
Yeah,
blonde?
he went platinum blonde for that, dude.
Did he?
He
For
did
the
that Gordon
kickboxing
Ryan.
fight?
Yeah,
We should bring it
Mhm.
back.
Bring it back, dude.
Maybe.
It was a cool look.
Both of
The
their primes.
mythical blonde Tavares.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
That was a very good fight
It
when he
was.
fought DDP. They were scrapping.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Iron Turtle.
Iron Turtle. Fuck it. I'll go Iron Turtle just because I like him.
Yeah,
That's my
dude.
pick there.
We'll go
Yeah.
fucking Iron Turtle for this one by
Yeah.
submission.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
For
love
South
it.
Korea, boys.
Off his back, because why not?
Yeah, dude. He's gonna hit a buggy choke on fucking Brad Tavares. He's gonna hit
A
the
chubby
buggy choke. He might fly into it too. You know, they might be
flying
against the
buggy
fence.
choke.
He might be against the fence, dude, and then he just,
Jump.
you know what I'm
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
saying?
Just send it. All right.
All right, finally, boys, the main fight,
main
dude.
event.
The main fucking.
Come on now,
You gotta
bro.
Yeah.
fucking
There's
do
only
this
one
Sasagi
right
here,
answer
dude.
for this.
Yeah.
There's one right answer
Asia's
for
this
this.
is
We all
this
know.
is Asia's hope for a male champion.
This is
Yeah.
like determining how much I'm gonna give a fuck about the flyweight division for the next 6 months,
Yeah.
dude.
Tatsuro
100%.
Taira is super impressive. He's
Whoa!
Whoa, what'd you do? All right.
Practicing his flying buggy chokes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Taira's more solid.
Yeah.
He's better at everything that Brandon Royval does. Except no, Taira does do some weird shit. I was about to say Royval's like a little weirder, so there's the weird factor.
Mhm.
But Taira did that thing where he took the back of Perez and like cranked on his leg using like his weight and hips. Crazy. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got Taira in this one though. Clean striking.
Yeah.
He can hurt people on the feet. He's got great wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dangerous the whole way around. I mean, he's got wins by submission. He's got wins by knockout. He can kind of do it wherever, which is great to see. 16, 17-0, right?
He's
We're
younger.
talking about
He's younger.
somebody that's got a lot of potential that I think could be the answer to Pantoja if we can keep this rolling.
Yeah.
As entertaining as a fight style that Royval has, as far as like his striking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of those. I feel like I have that thing that Ryan has with fucking Alex Morono, where like now every time I just see him fight, I get angry.
He kind of
it's
bums
like
me out.
nothing he does seems like it does any fucking damage, bro. Except for like these weird fluky like elbow while I'm spinning, you know, that he caught Kai Kara with.
Yeah.
Like, and then he finds like a submission and a scramble or something like that. But as far as when he's striking, dude, and he's doing his feints get me mad, bro.
Yeah.
When I see him feint, dude, I get upset, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, his strategy is like feint, leg kick, get rocked, and then come back somehow and get a. I mean, he doesn't really have too much power on the feet. You're right, but like he at times he can be entertaining and find cool ways to win. It just
100%.
it's like every once in a while.
When you pay $80 to watch him fight Pantoja, and you're just watching his skill set, you never forget, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You never forget.
Well, that's the thing too, like that fight also brings up a good point in this fight that I think is going to be a huge factor, is like the raw strength. Not just like striking power, but Taira's so much stronger in the grappling exchanges than Royval. Like, I just don't, even if Royval had better jiu-jitsu or whatever, which I don't think he does, Taira's just so much stronger. I don't think Royval would have much for him in the grappling just because of the strength difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a safe bet. I think that's going to be my performance of the night. I hope we get another finish out of the game.
Winner gets a title shot.
Yeah. This is, I think, going to be another one of those cards where it's like, whatever, it's win, finish decision all the way up the card, and then hopefully like the main event saves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. That's a big words, dude. Flyweight main event saving a card.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
whatever.
it's happened before. It's happened before.
Yeah. All right. We're all in agreement on the main card. Good fight forecast for this card. I mean, I'll be watching it, but probably not too
closely.
Not too closely.
I'm not watching it close. It'll be on.
We're not having the boys over to watch Tatsuro Taira versus Brandon Royval.
No, we're gonna be watching this from our respective homes for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching this in the privacy of our own homes by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
On my laptop, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, that's a bit.
That's
yeah.
it. That's the cap on Fight Forecast. Peace.